There were, as I mentioned, extreme episodes of inflation dotted through history. I'm not completely familiar with the Chinese one of the 15th century, but the ones that we are more familiar with are the American War of Independence, the American Civil War, the French Revolution, and then when we get to the 1920s, vastly worse inflations in Russia, Poland, Austria, Germany, Hungary. And again, in the second half of the 1940s, Hungary again, Greece, China. And then after we get to the 1950s, it's the common state. But let me say a bit more about these episodes, these extreme episodes. They're not caused by war, they're not brought about by war, as you will frequently see in any textbook you pull down, look up inflation or hyperinflation, it's caused by war. Well, it's not caused by war. In England, just for one example, we were at war most of the 18th century, and there's no inflation. But it is caused by civil war or very serious social unrest. The explanation being that the established power wrestles with the opponents, tries perhaps to buy them off. If it can't, it finishes up fighting them. It spends a lot to do this, but its tax base shrinks. The opponents are not going to pay taxes to the established authority that they're fighting against. And so a huge budget deficit opens up. Governments borrow extensively until that possibility is shut off, and they start to print money. And I produced some tables for maybe 20 countries in this position, and you don't need too many words. You can do it graphically. The spending, the numbers go out like that, the deficit goes out like that, and the inflation goes out like that on the other side. So the fact that these episodes demonstrate that if the government or monetary authority is unable to provide stable money, which it can't do in these circumstances, then inflation follows pretty rapidly and naturally.